Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the first week of November. It is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, and the near future. Then we're going to take a look at your person's energy, whoever's on your mind, and your energy and see what's going on there. All right, so thank you to everyone who is returning. I appreciate you guys so much. If you are new, welcome. I hope you stay. I do personal readings, and that information is in the description box if you are interested. All right, so let's get into your energy and see what's going on. I just saw the Wheel of Fortune. So something's going to be turning around, and now it's showing up on the bottom of the deck, so it means it's going to be pretty significant. Let's see what changes are happening for you. If you've been waiting for things to turn around, you could have just been feeling a little bit down in the dumps is what I heard over the last couple of weeks. I've been saying this to everybody about Mercury retrograde. This one did quite a number on people. So you may have had some things come up that you had to deal with. But the energy actually looks really good. I'm seeing the Nine of Pentacles. So let's see. One more cut and then we'll get into it. So the recent past, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Page of Cups, and then we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So a little bit of confusion around a person, their energy, and what their intentions are. Then we have the Three of Swords in reverse with the Fool in your current energy and the Queen of Pentacles. There, that's that stability that I like. Things are starting to turn around in the current energy. Now in the near future, we have the Empress in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. The overall energy is the Five of Wands. It doesn't always have to be negative, and I feel the need to say that because it can be about some type of conflict. It could have been something that you were going through, some type of internal battle, or again, if you were dealing with things during the retrograde that made you feel a little bit sort of off kilter is what I want to say. It's like if there was some drama around you, it was brought to you in order to bring something to the surface, maybe to finally close out an argument that you may have had with somebody. And also, I just feel a little bit of squabbling. So there could have been some arguing. If you have children and they are getting of the age, I want to say around teens, then they could be having some stuff going on with them right now. Maybe they have you have expenses related to them. That's only going to be for a few of you. But there may have been some arguing about some things that needed to be taken care of, some expectations they may have had. All right, so let's look at the recent past with the Page of Pentacles, and then we have the Page of Cups in the upright and the Eight of Swords, or I'm sorry, Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands in reverse means there's no communication, a lack of communication. It feels like there's someone's energy who isn't particularly grounded. If you're dealing with this person in a relationship, or you were, it's as if they want to offer love. They want to be in this, but it's as if they're almost 1 foot in and 1 foot out. That's the way it comes across. So their communication isn't very clear, or it just stopped all of a sudden, and something seems to not make sense. That's what I keep feeling, is something just doesn't make sense. Now, in the current energy, the Three of Swords in reverse with the Fool and the Queen of Pentacles, your primary focus seems to be on you, which I like. It could be around your finances, absolutely, with the Pentacles. And then the Fool card says that there's something that I feel like you had to find the courage to do. Either you needed to pull away from somebody because they were confusing you and you just don't want to deal with any kind of heartbreak, or this recent time the Mercury retrograde has put you in a place where you catapulted yourself into some type of healing. It doesn't have to be related to that person. It could have been past stuff that came up, and all of a sudden you're like, I just need to get over this. I just want to move past it. I need to focus on myself. I want to focus on my work and what I've got going on with me. It feels very much about a self-focused type of energy, which I think is great. I think we should all be self-focused first. It's not selfish to be selfish, as ironic as that sounds. Sometimes we need to pull back our energy so we can refocus, especially if you have somebody who's creating this strange type of energetic imbalance in your life. All right. Now, in the near future, we have the Empress with the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So it feels like a lack of motivation in a sense. Not saying that you don't want to work, but I feel like there's part of you that's pulled back and said, if this person's not going to be straightforward or communicate with you and be clear about what they want, all it does is leave you feeling imbalanced and unmotivated, meaning you're not wanting to put the energy or effort into something as well. So it doesn't have to be a person. You could just be pulling back and deciding, okay, something hasn't worked out the way that I expected, and I don't really want to continue to put the work in because it could be draining your energy. Maybe you felt like you were just pushing and pushing and pushing, and your energy just dropped. So in the near future, it's saying you may need to take a step back from that, whatever that was that you were putting so much into, and just take a break. I want to clarify this and see what other energy comes up. All right, so this is for Gemini. We have, with the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, there's going to be a couple of you that might have children, like I said, and I feel like there's two. And one could be in a place where they're interested in finding love, and the other is feeling a little bit imbalanced or in need of some kind of financial assistance. All right, so let's see what comes out for the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Cups. Then we have the Strength card. So it feels like there's a lot pulling at you, or there was in the recent past, and it's just draining. Like I said, it's draining your energy. So you could feel like you need, well, not just a rest. I mean, we all need rest, right? But right now it's just, do you have the strength to continue pushing forward with that other situation that I mentioned before? If somebody's not communicating, you could be just tired of dealing with it. I mean, that's as clear cut as that can be. I'm just tired of dealing with it. I don't have the strength for this. I've got too many other things going on. Let's see with the Page of Cups and the Eight of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Four of Swords. So typically, if it's in the upright, you're in a lot of thought processing. And here it says that in the past, you just don't want to continue thinking about it, probably because that too drains your energy. So you could feel like, I just don't want to think about this anymore. I don't want to deal with it. I just want to get over it. That's why I feel like the Fool is coming with the Three of Swords in reverse. You could have been dealing with somebody, yes, that had another person. Maybe their energy was being pulled in different directions, and it was tough to deal with. But I feel like this is you just healing. All right, let's look at the Fool with the Three of Swords. And then we have the Fool in reverse. So again, this like back and forth, push and pull type of energy where you 1 minute feel like, okay, I can do this. The next minute you're like, nope, I can't. So whatever area of your life that is, you're going to know best for you, obviously. It's definitely push and pull. All right, let's look at the Fool with the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Queen of, okay, this is, I don't think I've ever had this happen ever in a reading. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. So to have them both come out that way, it's no doubt about it. You are going back and forth about something to do either with your money or a work situation. It feels like it's something around your finances where you feel like 1 minute you're up, 1 minute you're down. 1 minute you have the energy to go forward, the next minute you don't. Could that be in the relationship as well? Absolutely. A lot of back and forth. All right, the Empress in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Ace of Cups. This is, for some people, and it's not going to be for everybody, you may just feel like you don't want to focus on love relationships right now. If you are single, you could be pulling back and saying, I just need a break. This is too exhausting. I want to focus on other things, especially if people aren't going to put in the same type of energy that you put in. All right, let's look at the Eight of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords. And then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's very draining to your energy. I want to say that there's part of you that's not typically very traditional. And that's not in a sense that you don't like traditional types of relationships. But maybe for you, it's like you don't want to follow anybody's way of thinking. Like you're breaking away from the norm, the conditioning, the way that everybody says it's supposed to be. And I feel like that could be what's happening. Something about this situation has catapulted you into a different thought process. Like maybe it's just not meant to be this particular way, and I need to look at everything from a different perspective. Change how I feel about things. I just feel like you guys had some big stuff happen. Even though we talked about some of this last week, I just feel like there's more energy coming up that's creating a little bit of confusion for you. I'm going to pull one more card. Okay, and then the Five of Wands again with the Five of Wands again. So definitely some chaotic energy, feeling a little bit pulled in too many different directions. Maybe you feel like everywhere you turn, there's some kind of dramatic situation. And one minute, like I said, you feel like you can get through it, and other times you just feel like you kind of want to throw your hands up. All right, I'm going to pull this, and we'll see what's going on with the person that's on your mind specifically. All right. I feel like there's, for some reason, like some advice that's needed for this, which I don't typically do, but I want to pull some cards just to see what your advice is about dealing with this going back and forth and where things are going to shift into. Because the Wheel of Fortune had shown itself, which means things are going to start to get better in the near future. What's your advice? So the Four of Wands in reverse with the Magician and the Queen of Wands. And yeah, pulling back your energy from some situations that could be happening at home and focusing on the things that you want to create. You could just need to, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, literally detach yourself from people who seem to just want to constantly pull at you. So it could be around your home situation. If there's chaos there, then they're saying focus on what it is that you want to shift and change. If there's a need to focus more on your money with that pentacle, that popped up in another reading, or just having, I want to say, go have a glass of wine for those of you that like wine, and relax and really take a step back and just ask yourself, okay, what's my next move? But right now I feel like they're kind of pushing you to almost sit still. All right, let's look at what's going on with whoever's on your mind. This is for Gemini. What's going on for Gemini and this person, please? So your person's energy is the High Priestess in reverse with the Hermit. We have Sag, Virgo, and then a lot of Capricorn, and then also Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. And then we have the Devil in reverse. Your energy is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. There's that Three of Swords again. In reverse, healing, judgment, and then the Four of Swords. The overall energy is the Page of Swords in reverse. I feel like somebody's just not communicating. Your person's not paying attention to the signs. If for some reason they have not been focused on some of their own spiritual work, it feels like they're being pressed to do some inner stuff. So if they've not been communicating, they've been focused a lot on work, it's probably because something had felt either draining to them, not necessarily you, but something in their work life could have felt a little bit toxic and they needed to handle that. So I feel like their focus is very inward right now. So it's as if I just feel like their attention is not where it's supposed to be, but they're focused on work. All right, your energy is the Page of Pentacles in reverse with the Three of Swords in reverse, Judgment, and the Four of Swords. This is you coming out of that energy of feeling stuck and held back. Judgment is saying, have faith. There is something trying to give you a message about what the next step is, to get out of your head and try not to focus too much on this. The healing is happening, even if you're not focused on it completely. Whether you're healing over this person, it seems very independent energy. Instead of being focused on the two of you as a couple, it seems to be focusing on the two people needing to do things for themselves. And that's probably why I kept getting that back and forth energy in the main reading. Let's see what the romance angels have to say. And then we'll get some advice here too. So we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So if you're not with this person, I think the focus is on What do you really want? Is this somebody that you consider someone you want to be with? They say make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then finances and career. Like I said, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So that could be a factor for your person. When I see the Page of Pentacles in reverse, at times that can mean that that person is having some trouble, or maybe you have been focused so much on yours because you'd like to get your finances back to a better place. And when I said you may not want to be focusing on relationships, that could be why. So this definitely feels like two people who are doing separate work. And then you deserve love. Yes, you are lovable. Let's see what the advice is for this situation. This is for Gemini. All right, the Hangman, take a break. And then the Ace of Cups is on the bottom. So take a break from trying to start things again. If this is someone from the past, you may say, no, it's not, and I've closed the door. But whoever's energy this is, I think if you take a break from the situation, things can improve, even if you're in it physically. You could just need a break from each other or allow each other some space. And then we have the Five of Wands again. So, Page of Pentacles. Try to focus on how this can be start anew, how you can find a grounded way to get beyond any of this trouble that might be happening within here. Yes, it could definitely be a refreshed energy after kind of a step back and each individually doing the work. But right now, I feel like you need to focus on how you can create that, both of you, how you can create something that's going to be more stable between the two of you. All right. Let's get the Lover's Oracle and see what advice. I feel like they want this card, so I'm going to pull it. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Absolutely. If you are looking for new love and you're just curious about this person, you could be wanting to separate from that and find something new. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Interesting. Two different messages here. So if the two of you are going to work things out, you could feel that way about that person. And then only time will tell. That makes perfect sense. So give it some time. All right. Last but not least, we will get a couple of cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle. I just saw come to the edge. So you're going to find yourself coming to a place where you're ready to take that chance. Whatever that is, you're not going to be in that energy for very long where you're going back and forth. To the sea, this is going with the flow while these changes happen. I can't stop seeing the Wheel of Fortune in my head. So things are going to get easier soon. And then we have the Two, which is yin energy, which means balance between the yin and yang. And then we have a change in the wind. So like I said, something's coming in to change things. The Never-Ending Story is about new beginnings. And then we have Clean It Up. This is where I feel like both of your energies are. It's like each of you needs to clean up things in your own space. Now we have a 21 and a 12. A lot of 2s here. And if you reduce them, a lot of 3s as well. So you could be seeing a lot of 2s and 3s. So there's a need for balance between the masculine and feminine energy, a change in the wind. There could be something around a home change that needs to be dealt with. When we saw the Four of Wands in reverse, that is an indication of something changing around the home situation or coming to an end. So you could be dealing with stuff around your home circumstances as well. And this is coming to an end. So whatever this cycle is where you couldn't decide what you wanted and you're really back and forth, this is about new beginnings. Okay, my loves, I hope this helped. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you'd like a personal, like I said before, it's in the description box below. I hope you have an amazing first week of November, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love. Take care.